So it's about 11 o'clock. I'm gonna do a 10-minute workout here with the kettlebells. I'll show a warm up as well too, but I've got work for my second job at approximately 12 o'clock. The drive's like 15 minutes. I need to shower, I need to shave, but I'm gonna be working for 10 to 12 hours today, waiting tables and as a bartender at my second job. And I know I'm probably not going to work out afterwards. In fact, I've never worked out after work when I do my second job. And so I'm getting in a quick workout right now. I've committed to 100 kettlebell swings every single day. My wife and I, we started this accountability group and challenge last month on just doing 100 push-ups a day. It was inspired by when I was in Bali. I did squat every day for the month of June. And in April, I did handstand every day and was able to hold my first 8-second freestanding handstand, no wall, and squat every day. In June, I put about 60 to 80 pounds on my 1 rep max for my back squat and have brought it up more than ever and gained like 20 pounds. And then last month with push-ups, I'll be totally honest, I did not do every single day. I had a lot of days I missed that month. We just had some personal stuff going on in the family that took me away from that, but I got probably 20 out of 30 days. And that was a learning experience because it showed you don't have to be perfect to still get a benefit from something. Because the push-ups really helped in building muscle in my upper body and just giving me something to commit to every day whenever possible. So now there's an airplane going over. It might be a little bit loud. I'll wait a second. I live just about a mile from the airport. So last month, push-ups every day was great. And this month is gonna be 100 kettlebell swings every single day. The reason I chose this movement, I'm gonna start warming up here, is I realize I gotta be a little bit in a hurry. And so you guys can just watch how I warm up. Like this first one is just a deep squat with thoracic rotations. You can evolve it into something like this. And it's just such a great mobility exercise to get into. You can use a kettlebell as like a prop to almost stretch deeper into, but what I've also done is use my ankle and go up like this. Learned this from a guy named Timberwolf on Instagram. He's a cool dude, interesting character. But just stretching out here, my dog is barking. I think there's somebody at the door dropping off mail. Let me go check real quick. All right, so now we're in even more of a rush, but somebody sent my wife flowers, so that was very kind. These are beautiful. But now that also means work is a little bit closer, so that might be my warm-up, and I'm just gonna go light with this kettlebell instead of doing the heavy one here. So 10 minutes, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set this timer. A client of mine just gave me this as a gift. So right here, we got the timer. I'm gonna start it, and every minute I've gotta do 10 kettlebell swings. And we're gonna do this for 10 minutes. So especially when it's light like this, I like to do single-handed. So that's 10. This is super easy, but you'll feel the full body effect, especially if you're deconditioned. This will have you breathing by the end of the 10 sets, pretty good. But the reason I'm doing this, the way I'm doing it, is I'm practicing a little bit more technique with the lighter weights. I've been using the heavier one, but to be honest, the quality of swings has not been the best. And so this is day 3 and I'm going lighter now, putting the ego to the side a bit. And it feels nice. The hips feel stronger, faster, which is what you want in a kettlebell swing. You want strong, fast hips. And that upper body should be able to get it to shoulder height and whip it down to be able to create more acceleration in the hips. I'll show you right here. This is like what most people are swinging, and this is how mine was with heavier weight. Just kind of going through the motions, 16, 17. But what you want is to rip it down, up. So I don't know how many I did there, but it showed you a lot of variations. And that's what I like to do in a kettlebell swing, is I like to be honest, just change up every set, sometimes mid-set. It keeps the monotony gone. and allows me to keep going. So we're at minute 2, set 3. So one thing there, if you have a really keen eye, you'll notice, if you're new, you probably wouldn't have, is I was changing my foot each rep on the last half of that set, because my left knee, there's no pain, but I would call it there's discomfort behind the knee. You know, I've had double knee surgeries myself. Almost all of the issues are gone, but you know, it's a strong area, but it still has things that it's building right now, even though I made it probably one of my strongest, if not the strongest joint in my body. I still get some pains from time to time. That's just normal. And so I'm changing the stance slightly each set to find my sweet spot. I like this. That's a good set. So you see that was like it's not quite a sumo stance, but it's wider than a squat stance. It's where you want to be. It's almost like if you guys played football and you got on the line, it's just a lineman stance, right? If you weren't a lineman, you may not understand that. 10 more seconds. So you can see I'm breathing faster right now from this. I did do that one set for more reps, but we're at 4 minutes, 3:53. Sometimes I start early. On that last rep, I rotated and supinated the dumbbell at the top. I only did it for 1 rep, but it felt kind of nice. Maybe something to play with. I will do some sets with the heavier weight, just because I think it'll feel nice now that I'm warm. So if you haven't trained like this, every minute on the minute, 10-minute workout, it's so stinking effective. I was training 10 to 14 times a day in the month of June, and it is now August 1st or 3rd, and I'm training maybe 2 to 4 times a week, and most of the workouts look like this right now. But because my diet, for the most part, it's actually really good. I'm just focusing on getting my meat in. There's days I miss it, put 2 pounds of meat every day. That's what my body's been looking like. And I've been eating pizza, I've been eating bread. That's nice. That felt much better, heavier. So 5 sets light, 5 sets heavy. Ish is a nice way to put a warm-up into a quick workout without having to do a full official warm-up. I mean, I did do that one stretch, and you can move in between sets like this. Isn't that right, Phoenix? We're on minute 6. I'm gonna do single hand on this one. So there, alternating hands. Trains hand-eye coordination. That thing's 50 plus pounds, 24 kilos. It's got some weight to it, so you're building strength too. All the good stuff. Now hear me out. Would I love to be training longer and doing 20 to 40 minutes every day? 1 to 2 workouts every day? Yeah. Love training. That's what I did in Bali. It's great, but It's not realistic when you got a family, you run a business, you got a side job, you got a dog you gotta walk, which we went on a great walk this morning. 25 minutes right before this. Supination. Supination. Felt kind of nice on the shoulder. I could see how some people's shoulder couldn't do that though. So I wouldn't rush into it. If you guys don't know, I'm rehabbing. Specifically my right shoulder, really. My left shoulder's a lot better. Had a overuse injury on the right side because I injured the left side and kept training stupidly. My upper body and not doing enough, rear delts, pullovers, and stability stuff. Just things that weren't pushing and pulling. It would be better, but now that's really all I'm doing is correctives. Rear delts and arms for my upper body. But it's working well. Let's see how this light one feels now. Kettlebell flip. That's a fun one. One more set, I think. Yeah, one more. So this style of training really effective right now to getting quick workouts. Kettlebell swing, super strong. My hips feel more open. My lower back feels used and strong. My hamstrings feel good. My grip is turned on. My shoulders are awake. Is it the best workout in the world? No. But is it time effective? Yes, it is. See, that wasn't the worst. Form is actually really good, but just not feeling the best. So I'm not pressing like that, but that was a nice test for controlled negative. That was a quick workout today, guys. Use it, learn some kettlebell swing technique, take that stretch I did, and let me know how it all goes down in the comments. See you guys next time.